Hello and welcome to day 7 of my 31 days of Halloween. So today's look is a melted pop art inspired look. I actually got this idea from an artist that I found on Instagram. I'll link them in the description box down below. So I'll start this look off by painting my face, neck and a little bit down on my chest with the Snazaroo face paint in the shade Lilac. I then use the shade Fuchsia Pink to highlight and Sky Blue to contour. I then go into my Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and use the shade Unicorn Tribe and start to recreate the sunken in eye sockets underneath my eye. I then add a little bit of the shade called Believe in the same palette to the edges just to make it that little bit more 3D. And lastly, I go into the shade Beast in that same palette and add this right onto the very corners of the eye sockets that I've created. So that is the darkest point of the eye socket, and when it gets closer to the centre it goes lighter. Then going back to that Unicorn Tribe eyeshadow, I contour my nose, my lips and around my chin, and then I create a bit of an eye socket on the inner corner of my eye near the bridge of my nose, and I do this using exactly the same shades as I did underneath my eye. Now it's time for the fun bit, so I get a black face paint and start to paint the drips all over my face. I also add some on my neck as well. To make them drips really stand out from my skin, I go back into Unicorn Tribe and start to create some shading around the outside of the drips. I wanted it to look like I was wearing a white t-shirt, so I used a white face paint and started to paint one on my chest. I also added some purple drips going over the t-shirt so it looked like I was melting onto it. Using some grey eyeshadows, I created some shading around the outside of the t-shirt so it looked like it had a bit of a collar. For my eyelashes, I use the Eldora B804 lashes. I do have a discount code with Eldora. It will be linked in the description down below along with some other discount codes. For my lips, I use the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Las Vegas. Also add a little bit of the Snazaroo face paint in the shade Purple to the outside just to give it more of an ombre effect. And then I go in with a black face paint and outline my lips. I also create some drips on my lip to match the rest of my face. I put on this bright yellow wig and we are done. This is the finished look. I really hope you like it. If you do, make sure to press the like button down below. And if you'd like to see some more Halloween inspiration, make sure you subscribe to my channel as I'm uploading a Halloween video every day this October, as well as on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me on there as well, my name is @Brooke.Ellis_. All the rest of my social media handles are in the description down below alongside my discount codes. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!